Good morning, students. So students, today we are going to continue with probability only, and the last topic that is left is conditional probability. So today we are going to explore the topic called conditional probability. As the name suggested, हमने ऐसी probability देखनी है जिसमें कोई ना कोई condition लगी हो. So the first is let's see its definition. So I say that I have a sample space of S, and we already know what is the definition of sample space. For example, I say a card is drawn from a pack of 52 cards. So here my sample space becomes 52. So here the number in the sample space becomes 52. 52 cards में से कोई भी एक कार्ड आ सकता है. So I have a sample space. इसमें से मैंने दो events describe कर दिए. Event A as well as event B. I have described two events here. So I say probability of occurrence of A कि क्या probability है कि event A occur करेगा under the condition that B has already occurred. So here they have described the condition, and the condition is that B has already occurred. दो events हमने sample space में से describe किए. हमने बोला कि जो B है ये already occur हो गया है. A की क्या probability है? So first of all, the probability, the conditional probability is represented by probability of A slash B or probability of A upon B. So बेटा जिसकी probability हमें find करनी है वो सबसे पहले लिखा जाएगा. upon में या slash के बाद the event that already have occurred we will write that. So this is how the probability will be written as. If I say probability of C slash D, that means we have to find the probability of C and D has already occurred. That's the case, and it does not mean कि हम सिर्फ दो ही केस ले सकते हैं A और B. हम कोई भी केसेस ले सकते हैं. C D हो सकता है, E F हो सकता है. And there is one more thing. If I write the probability like this, so this means I have to find the probability of B and A has already occurred. So the events that I will take, I will write the conditional probability accordingly. यहाँ पर मैंने बोला था कि B already occur हो गया है, A की probability निकालनी है. Therefore I have written as probability of A slash B, or you can also write it as probability of A upon B. It's one and the same thing, but we will use this notation. So now its probability is probability of A intersection B upon probability of B. So the conditional probability, we can find the conditional probability by dividing the probability of A intersection B in दोनों events का जो भी intersection आएगा upon probability of B. So let's see one of the examples related to this conditional probability. So here I say that a card is drawn from the pack of 52 cards. हमारे पास 52 plain cards हैं. उसमें से एक कार्ड ड्रॉ किया है. Given that it is a red card. अब यहाँ पर हमने कंडीशन दे दी है. So here my condition is that it is a red card. Okay. What is the probability that it is a face card? हमें probability क्या निकालनी है कि क्या probability है कि वो face card होगा. Okay. So let's start. Let A be the event that card is a red card. So we know that there are 26 red cards, and before that we have to write the sample space. I am writing it here. So number in the sample space will be 52. So the total number of outcomes or the sample space will be 52. So the first event मैंने define कर दिया that card is a red card. So we know that it's the number of elements in event A will be 26. क्योंकि हमें पता है 26 red cards होते हैं heart and diamond. And if I have to find the probability of A, it will be n of A and we find the probability as favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So now let me define event B. Then let B event is a phase card. So we know that number of elements in B. So we know that there are total 12 phase cards. हमें पता है यहाँ total 12 phase card होते हैं. And probability of B will become 12 upon 52. So now to find the conditional probability we have to find the intersection. So that is A intersection B. ये event देखना है. So बेटा red भी होना चाहिए और face card भी होना चाहिए. So diamond के 3 face cards, heart के 3 face cards. So we are left with 6 cards. So the probability that is n of number of elements in intersection will be 6 and the probability will be 6 upon 52. So now जैसे मैंने अपने इवेंट्स को नोटिफाई किया, जैसे मैंने अपने इवेंट्स को डिनोट किया है A and B. So I will write the conditional probability first. मुझे किसकी probability देखनी है यहाँ पे फाइंड करना है. What is the probability that it is a face card? और face card को मैंने क्या इवेंट लिया है B. So मैंने ये बोला था ना कि जिसकी probability निकालनी होती है, यहाँ पे मुझे A की probability निकालनी थी, तो सबसे पहले मैंने लिखा A. So यहाँ पर मैंने उल्टे अगर इवेंट्स डिस्क्राइब कर दी तो उसके अकॉर्डिंगली कंडीशनल प्रोबेबिलिटी भी लिखी जाएगी /A. और ऑलरेडी कौन सा अकर कर चुका है, मेरा इवेंट A अकर कर चुका है. Once more, so this will become probability of a face card given that it is a red card. So if I have to describe or if I have to say this conditional probability with the respect of these events, I will say what is the probability that the card drawn is a face card given that it is a red card. So that will be probability of A intersection B upon probability of B. So there was no need to find probability of A, but I have just done it for the more clearance of the concept. So probability of A intersection B is 6 upon 52 and the probability, जिसकी probability हमें already given होती है वो हमेशा denominator में आता है. Sorry, I made a mistake. जिसकी probability हमें given होती है उसकी denominator में आती है. So यहाँ पर A की event given था, so the denominator में probability of A आएगी. So this will become 6 upon 52 upon 26 upon 52. So 52 and 52 get cancelled. 6, 3, 13. So it will become 3 upon 13. So the conditional probability that it will be a face card given that it is a red card will be 3 upon 13. So as the name suggested, conditional probability में हमें हमेशा एक इवेंट का कंडीशन दे रखा होगा और दूसरे का probability पूछा होगा. So now I suggest everyone to kindly open their notebook, open their books on page 107, exercise 7.4. I will not be writing all the questions on the board. I will be directly writing the solutions on the board. So everyone kindly open page 107, exercise 7.4. Let's solve first question. So the first question says 2 dice are thrown simultaneously. So here, so now we are solving exercise 7.4. Question number 1. If 2 dice are thrown, we know that its sample space is 36. हमें पता है कि 36 outcomes होंगी. You have been doing in the previous class also, and we have already discussed the cases in the previous lecture. If at least one of the dice shows a probability 5, what is the probability that sum of the number on 2 dice is 9? So हमें दो इवेंट्स दिए हैं यहाँ पर A और B. तो इवेंट A को least one die show 5 and I describe my B as sum is 9. So let's first count the number of cases. So cases कितने आएंगे इसमें? 1,5, 5,1 कि दोनों जो हमने डाइस थ्रू की उसमें एटलीस्ट 1 आए. 2,5, 5,2. And if you are not able to write the numbers like this, I will suggest to write whole 36 cases and then see how many cases are under event A. By doing this, there will be less chances of mistake. So it will be 3,5, 5,3, 6,3, 6,5, 5,6 and 5,5. One is left. 4,5, 5,4. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the number of elements in set A comes out to be 11. And obviously we know that sample space is 36. Therefore, probability of A comes out to be favorable outcome, that are 11 upon total number of outcome, that is 36. Now we have to see that sum is 9. तो हम वो सारे इवेंट्स लिख लेंगे जिनमें सम 9 आ रहा है. 3,6, 6,3, 5,4, 4,5. So there will be only 4 cases where the sum comes out to be 9. So there will be only 4 cases. Now we have to find the intersection. Obviously the number of elements comes out to be 4 and its probability comes out to be 4 upon 36. Now A intersection B में कितने एलिमेंट्स आएंगे? 5,4 and 4,5 आ रहे दोनों के इंटरसेक्शन में, that is 2 elements. So I'm directly writing its probability. So probability of A intersection B becomes 2 upon 36. So now we have to find the conditional probability of B given that A event has occurred. दोबारा से देखो, at least 1 is 5. ये हमें कंडीशन गिवन था कि at least एक डाइस में 5 हो. तो ये कंडीशन मुझे गिवन है तो वो बाद में लिखी जाएगी. किसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी निकालनी है? मुझे इसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी निकालनी है इवेंट B की. That sum should be 9. So I will write like this. So it will become probability of A intersection B. और जो कंडीशन मुझे ऑलरेडी गिवन है उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी हमेशा नीचे आएगी. So this will become probability of A intersection B comes out to be 2 upon 36 and probability of A is 11 upon 36. So it comes out to be 2 upon 11 and I have already told you that whenever you find the final answer it should be in the simplest form. So आगे हम इसकी कटिंग नहीं कर सकते. So this will be the simplest form. Students, now let's move to the third question. So the third question says a box contains 11 tickets numbered from 1 to 11. Tickets है 1 to 11 तक. 2 tickets are drawn at random with replacement. जैसे हम कंसेप्ट करते थे परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन में विद रेपिटेशन विदाउट रेपिटेशन, तो सेम ही कंसेप्ट हमारा विद रिप्लेसमेंट का भी होता है. इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर मेरे पास फर्स्ट टिकट 5 आ जाती है तो मैं वो 5 टिकट को दोबारा बॉक्स में पुट कर सकती हूँ सेकंड टिकट निकालने के लिए. व्हाट इज द इफ द सम इज इवन, तो हमने एक इवेंट कर लिया सम इज इवन. ये हमें कंडीशन गिवन है कि सम क्या होना चाहिए? इवन होना चाहिए. और हमने प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या निकालनी है? दैट बोथ नंबर्स शुड बी ऑड. सो वी हैव डिस्क्राइब्ड 2 इवेंट्स. सो फर्स्ट लेट्स सी कि हमारे why we have not used the concept of permutation and combination there. First, the cases were less. There were only 6 cases in first test, 6 cases in second test, and we have been we used to make the 36 cases and used to find it earlier also in the previous classes also. Therefore, it was easy for you. Now we have 11 cases in the first and 11 cases in the second. To make such a big arrangement, देखो कितने ways आया, 121 ways आया, उसके तो सिर्फ 36 ways थे. So therefore it was easy to represent. 121 ways represent करने बहुत मुश्किल है. Moreover, in the probability, I just need the number. I don't need कि क्या क्या arrangements बन रहे हैं. Okay? I hope the concept is clear. So the first event says sum is even. So even sum सिर्फ दो चीजों से आ सकता है. First, कि दोनों नंबर्स मेरे इवन हो. इवन प्लस इवन इज इक्वल्स टू इवन नंबर. जैसे 2 प्लस 4 इज इक्वल्स टू 6. दो इवन नंबर्स को जब भी मैं ऐड करूंगी इवन नंबर्स आएगा. सेकंड इज जब भी मैं दो ऑड नंबर्स को प्लस करूंगी तब भी मेरे पास हमेशा इवन नंबर आएगा. फॉर एग्जांपल 3 प्लस 5 इज इक्वल्स टू 8. ट्राई इट विद एनी नंबर, any even or odd number. If you will add any of two even numbers, you will get an even number. If you add any of the two odd numbers, you will always get an even number. So we will use this concept for this. तो हमारे पास even number कितने हैं tickets में? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. तो हमारे पास total 5 है. और odd number कितने हैं? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. So we have 6. So now हमारे पास event A occur होने के दो cases होंगे. What will be the two cases? That both are even, तभी हमारे पास sum even आएगा. Both are even या फिर both are odd. या तो दोनों even number हो या दोनों ही odd number हो. और I am saying या तो ये वाला event अगर होगा या फिर ये वाला होगा. I am not saying both event will occur simultaneously. Therefore, I have used the addition. So now again we will use the concept of permutation combination. Even कितने हैं? 5 नंबर हैं. तो फर्स्ट टिकट चूज करने के लिए 5 वेज है. सेकंड चूज करने के लिए 5 वेज है. ऑड कितने हैं? 6 हैं. तो फर्स्ट चूज कर लिए 6 वेज है. सेकंड को चूज करने के लिए भी 6 वेज है. So that comes out to be 25 plus 36. That comes out to be 61 ways. And the permutation of event A comes out to be 61 upon 121. Favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Let's move to part B. So part B says कि both numbers are odd. So odd numbers कितने हैं मेरे पास? 3, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. That are 6. So probability of B. Sorry. Now first we will see how many elements will occur in event B. We will again use the concept of permutation combination. यहाँ पर दो cases नहीं exist करेंगे क्योंकि उसने बोल दिया कि हमेशा odd number आएंगे और हमने दो tickets choose करनी है. We have to choose 2 tickets. तो first ticket को choose करने के लिए भी 6 ways, second को भी choose करने के लिए 6 ways. So this becomes 36 ways. And the probability of B becomes 36 upon 121. Now we have to see A intersection B में कितने elements आ रहे हैं. इसमें odd even दोनों considered थे, इसमें सिर्फ odd considered थे. तो दोनों का intersection क्या होगा? Intersection का मतलब दोनों का common region क्या होगा? Odd numbers. So we know that odd numbers are 6. So number of elements in A intersection B will again be 6 into 6. First को choose करने के लिए 6, second को choose करने के लिए भी 6 elements. So this will become 36. And the probability now we have to find the conditional probability. That will be probability of event B. हमें ये find करनी है और हमें यहाँ पर कंडीशन किसकी दे रखी है? इवेंट ए की दे रखी है. So it 1/120, 121. So this get cancelled out. So this becomes 6/61. So the conditional probability in this case becomes 1/61. So these were some of the examples related to this topic, conditional probability. Rest all are almost same. Try to solve it. If you will not be able to solve it, we will discuss it in the live session. So the next is multiplication theorem. Multiplication theorem is again based on the conditional probability only. So multiplication theorem says that what is the probability of happening of events of A intersection B. That is, क्या probability है कि दोनों events occur करें, A भी occur करे और B भी occur करे. So multiplication theorems deal with occurrence of events of A as well as B. हमें पता है कि अगर मुझे किसी की भी conditional probability निकालनी है, for example I have two events, so it will be P of A intersection B upon P of B, क्योंकि यहाँ पर condition मुझे B की दे रखी थी, probability A की निकालनी है. And if it is vice versa, it will be written like this. So we can find the probability of A and B both, that is A intersection B, by using the concept of conditional probability. So from the first case, so let's consider this is the first case and this is the second case. So it will become conditional probability into probability of B, or from the second case it becomes conditional probability or probability of A. So this concept is very easy. We will do this questions in the same manner. बस यहाँ पर हम पहले conditional probability निकालते थे, अब हमने निकालना है that what are the probability of happening of events A as well as B. So the next and the last topic of the probability is independent events. So the next and the last topics are independent events. So let's consider I have a box. So I have 3 white balls and 3 yellow balls. So first I say that replacement is not possible, or we can't replace. And second condition I say replacement can be done. Okay. So first is कि हम replacement नहीं कर सकते and we have to choose 2 balls out of these 3. So let A be first ball is selected. Okay. And then let's say मैंने एक और condition दे दी कि वो select होनी चाहिए और वो yellow होनी चाहिए. Okay. So how many total yellow balls are there? 3. And how many total balls are there? 6. So its probability becomes 1/2. Now event B, I am saying that again second ball is selected and it also has to be yellow. Now I say replacement is not allowed or replacement is not possible. तो हमारी ये वाली येलो बॉल तो ऑलरेडी चूज हो गई, तो हमारे पास टोटल बॉल्स कितनी रह गई 5 और हमारे पास टोटल येलो बॉल्स कितनी रह गई 2. So the probability of event B will be 2/5. Okay, दिस केस जब मैंने बोला रिप्लेसमेंट इज नॉट अलाउड और पॉसिबल, जैसे प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ए थी तो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ बी में वो इफेक्ट किया। क्यों? क्योंकि एक तो टोटल नंबर ऑफ बॉल्स कम हो गई, फिर येलो बॉल्स भी कम हो गई। सो such events which have effect on each other or which are dependent on each other, they are called non-independent events. Here such events that do not have any effect or whose probability does not change with the occurrence of the other event are called independent events. So this will be an example of independent इवेंट। क्योंकि इवेंट ए की प्रोबेबिलिटी इवेंट ए के होने से इवेंट बी को कोई इफेक्ट नहीं हो रहा, यहाँ पर इवेंट ए के होने से इवेंट बी को इफेक्ट हो रहा था। सो देयरफॉर दिस इज अ वेरी बेसिक एग्जांपल ऑफ अ इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट। सो नाउ लेट्स जस्ट रीड द डेफिनेशन। एंड एज द नेम सजेस्ट इंडिपेंडेंट मतलब दोनों इवेंट्स अपने अपने तरीके से होंगे, कोई एक दूसरे को इफेक्ट नहीं करेगा। इससे पहले हमने इसका बिल्कुल ऑपोजिट पढ़ा था, दैट वाज कंडीशनल प्रोबेबिलिटी। एक इवेंट दूसरे इवेंट पे कंडीशन पुट कर देती, सो दे बोथ आर कॉन्ट्रेरी टू ईच अदर। सो लेट्स रीड द डेफिनेशन। लेट S be a sample space associated with the random experiment. Let A and B be any two events defined on the sample space S. हमने दो इवेंट्स डिफाइन करेंगे। If the occurrence of one event does not affect the occurrence of other event, एक इवेंट का होना दूसरे इवेंट के अकरेंस पे नहीं डिपेंड करता, therefore A and B are independent events। यहाँ पर मैं क्या बोलूंगी, A और B जो है वो independent events। And if by definition we will see, so it can be written as that is if condition probability of A and B is equals to condition probability of A complement of B or is equals to A, और vice versa भी होगा अगर B probability of B with condition of A। So what is B complement? अच्छा B अगर मैं बोल दूं B that yellow ball is selected, we have already done the concept but I am just revising। तो B complement क्या हो जाएगा, yellow ball is not selected। जो भी इस इवेंट के उल्टा होगा वो उसको हम कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे, B complement से या B dash से। So as we know कि A और B जो इवेंट अक्कर हो रहे हैं एक दूसरे पे डिपेंड नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो अगर B इवेंट नहीं कर रहा तो B डैश जो कि उसका कॉम्प्लीमेंट होगा वो भी A पे डिपेंड नहीं करेगा, और I can directly say that it is equals to event probability of A, because इन दोनों का कंडीशन प्रोबेबिलिटी नहीं है, ये दोनों इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट है। Similarly if I say that probability of B, so it will be equals to, जैसे यहाँ पर A की प्रोबेबिलिटी आई 3/6, B की प्रोबेबिलिटी आई 3/6, B डैश की प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या आएगी 1 - 3/6, दैट विल आल्सो बी 3/6। जब A पे B का ही कोई इफेक्ट नहीं हो रहा तो A पे B डैश का भी कोई इफेक्ट नहीं होगा, और जब भी हमें B कॉम्प्लीमेंट निकालना होता है तो हम बाद में से सब्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं, पूरी प्रोबेबिलिटी में से वो चीज सब्ट्रैक्ट कर देंगे जो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ B विल गेट B कॉम्प्लीमेंट, और and it is applicable to all the events we have already discussed in the previous lectures. So or we can say that is equals to probability of B। A event अक्कर हो ना हो, A complement अक्कर हो रहा है ना हो रहा है, हमें फर्क ही नहीं पड़ रहा है, we are just concerned with probability of B। So this is the concept of independent event। Now there is one more result of independent event, that is the probability of A intersection B is equals to probability of A into probability of B। ये भी बिल्कुल सही है बेटा, बिकॉज दोनों एक दूसरे पे डिपेंड ही नहीं कर रहे, दोनों इंडिपेंडेंट है, तो अगर मुझे A intersection B निकालना है दैट विल बी probability of alternative end. So two results are here, result 1 and result 2. So both results will be used in the further solving the question.